Hey everybody, thank you for joining me again for another episode of This Week in Real Estate. Appreciate you checking it out. So let's start this one with kind of the very condensed market report of the two counties that I mainly serve in, Delaware and Randolph. And everything has kind of stayed the same, just a little fluctuation here and there. Delaware County has a total of 88 homes for sale right now, with 165 pending, basically in process. I think last week it was like 85 and 168 or something like that. So very, very similar. Same with Randolph County. There are only 19 homes for sale, and there are 37 pending. So this is basically the same trend we've been seeing ever since I've started kind of doing this weekly update of things. So nothing has drastically changed. So on to the next segment: the good, the bad, and the ugly. So the good would be one of my new listings in Winchester, just south of Winchester, on the corner of 27 and 400 South. We got that one listed. I believe it went live on Thursday, and then we had an open house on Sunday that went really well. Had quite a few people through, and you might have seen some of those pictures already, but the owner, they do a lot of self-sufficient things there at the house, and so basically they had party favors for everybody, which was great, which included the locally sourced honey that they have, and then they make their own soaps as well, so they had that. So I didn't have to make any cookies or anything because we already had that set up. So that was great. So business-wise, that was one of the good things last week. Other good things has been basically a bunch of showings, and they've run kind of across the board is what we've been showing. A lot of investments that I've been showing, a lot of first-time home buyer things as well. It just kind of runs the gamut now, and so been kind of putting the miles on the car and the truck this week in showing those homes, and that's going to continue. Have quite a few showings booked up for today and tomorrow and about a week from now. So some other good things would be the first day of spring. We've kind of gotten a taste of some 60-degree weather, which is awesome, and you know that will bring on the rains, but as long as things green up, I am happy. We'll have to go through the mud season here in Indiana, and then we can get to the green season, so that's great. Another good thing would be finally got the accepted offers on a couple commercial properties. Well, one was like a development property, and then the other one was a commercial, so it was good to get those finally under contract. They're just a little different beasts than your normal residential home sales, so it was good to wade through all of that and get to where we are today. So it was good. The bad, something happened this week that I'm trying to remember in my 10 years. It's maybe happened once before, but I ended up, and it sounds really bad, I ended up firing a client. And again, that doesn't happen a lot, but we both came to the realization that maybe we weren't a good fit for one another, and we kind of friendly said, you know what, we should maybe kind of break this. It was a buying relationship off and kind of go our separate ways. Like I said, it doesn't happen very often. There was no hard feelings or anything, but I think somebody else could better serve them for what they wanted, and so yeah, that was kind of bad. You really don't want to do that, but it does happen. But so that would be the only bad of the week. The ugly, if I could term it to be ugly, one of the clients I am working for to try to buy their home was that I first went to the home, kind of FaceTimed it on the phone just to get them in there as quickly as we could, basically. Came back, saw it in person, wrote an offer there at the house, and we were one of 12 that offered on the home, and we didn't get it. So that's kind of the ugliness that we've been seeing with multiple offers. And it was just nice, fine ranch style home in Muncie. I mean, it was very well kept and all that stuff. Nothing crazy about it. It was just in a good spot, at a good price point, had good size, and it was well maintained. And they got 12 offers. So that's kind of what we're fighting these days. And then another ugly would be, again, I keep an eye on the ugly pictures kind of that pop up on the MLS, and so I'll pop one up there, and that would be another ugly. So what's coming up this week would be, we should be getting an inspection response back on one of our pending sales. I'm on the seller side of that one. We just got an appraisal back and everything's fine with that one on one of my buying clients, and so hopefully we can close that thing out next week. That would be lovely for them, to get them settled into their new home, and excited for them. And again, going back to the weather portion of spring, that coming up, I want to spend more time outside, enjoying myself, and that includes baseball, fishing, projects outside, whatever. So that's kind of come up. And I'm trying to hire somebody, and if she's watching this, she's a friend of mine. If no pressure at all, but it would be great to have you on board. So if she watches these, I don't know if she does or not, but so that's coming up. Maybe hear back about that. So good last week. Looking forward to a good and busy next week. And once again, I appreciate you tuning in, and until next time, we'll see you.